Yo, what's up, guys? This is your man, OA4. I'm here with another fantastic paintballer. We don't know where the hell he's from, but we're going to figure it out today. He goes by the name of Tengu. So let's start with that. What's up, man? How are you doing today?
I'm doing all right. I'm sorry about the camera quality. I haven't been using the laptop as much, and I don't know what's going on with the camera. But I'm doing all right, man.
So it sounds like you took your laptop out to the paintball field and decided that you were gonna edit while in the middle of the game.
Never. That'd be too reckless. No, I think I might have gotten something on the lens, but I'm not too sure. I tried to wipe it off, but yeah, as you can see, the quality.
It's all good. We can hear you. That's all that matters.
All right, cool.
So you're on Instagram. We've met 2019. First question is, what the heck is Tengu? Because that's what your name is.
Tengu comes from Japanese folklore. It's a Japanese like kami or god, which can be identified like a crow or like a red-faced, long-nosed man, and it was said to have taught samurais and ninjas how to use swords, and there's a lot of lore behind it. But whenever I was a little kid, I read books about like ninjas and samurais, and it kind of stuck with me. So yeah,
that's
I hold on to it.
All right, so the mask that has like the teeth that come out at the top and the bottom, that's the Tengu.
That's an oni. That's an oni. That's a demon mask. It's like an ogre type deal.
Okay.
But the Tengu it's on your messaging apps with the emoji with the red face.
Yeah. And
the long nose. That's what one of the Tengus are.
I never knew that. I was just like, oh, it's a Mardi Gras mask.
He's like, what's going on?
Yeah, I was just like, all right, cool. So how does that translate to your paintball style? I mean, this is the name that you came up with. Do you take that onto the field or something?
I would say maybe in spirit, because Tengus would be known for being mischievous and trickery. So I would say in my case, like I wouldn't do like a head-on-head challenge with people. More so, I would just catch them slipping. Like I'm more of like an ambush type of like predator versus straightforward. Like I'll catch you when you're comfortable kind of person. So I feel like, I embody that.
That's awesome. So wait, is that because you're a magfed player or?
Well, I would say it ties into like my childhood. Growing up, my mom played video games with us as kids. So
that's pretty dope. You can't get a lot of moms to play video games.
Oh yeah, hers was Tomb Raider. Her favorite game was Tomb Raider.
Really?
Yeah,
okay.
But we together we beat the Metal Gear Twin Snakes game a long time ago. So I feel every time I play paintball, like I like to envision myself as Solid Snake, and I'm crawling around and sneaking around, typical like espionage type of gameplay.
That's pretty awesome, man. So where are you located right now?
I'm in California.
California. So what's the park that you go to in California? Because I know there's a lot of cool ones out there.
Yeah. My main park that I've been going to is Velocity Paintball Park.
Velocity?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Tell me a little bit about Velocity.
The fields themselves, they aren't like large, but it's enough for you to rush up to the 50 and feel a little winded. They have like 9 different fields.
Okay.
And it's all outdoor, all woods ball. They have an air ball field for the speed ballers, but yeah, it's just mostly they have hyperball too for the magfed kind of speedball guys too.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's more like outdoors. I love it. A lot of shade, good shadowing so I can hide. Yeah, so man, I like the owners.
What California is it in?
San Diego.
California is huge. San Diego?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. So are you from San Diego as well?
Born and raised, yes.
So you haven't left or anything like that?
As far as paintball goes, no. but I've lived in Oklahoma. I've been out to Nevada. I've been out to Arizona. I've been
Wait, did you
to
play paintball in all these places too?
no.
Okay,
I'm still because
usually
you're new too at paintball, right?
2 years, 3 years in, yeah.
That's as long. I'm 3 years I've been playing.
So where's the place that you really want to go play? Like if you had to pick a place that's like, you know what, I've seen a lot of these places online. I want to go to this one. Or what type of game do you want to go to?
I would say it more for the fields than like an actual like big game. It would be somewhere in like Europe. I've seen that they have like really cool like industrial like factory type fields
Yeah.
that we don't have in California.
I don't think
So
we
something
have
like,
a lot of that in the U.S. period.
no, it's all barren deserts.
I've seen a lot of different fields, just online. And it's like here in the U.S. we have like it's a lot of woods ball.
Mm.
There's a park in California. I think it's called Hollywood.
SC Village.
SC Village is another one, but that's a really popular one. We've had a lot of people that have played there. Have you ever got a chance to play there?
No, I have not.
How far away is it?
Probably like 2 hours away.
Wait, it's only 2 hours away and you haven't gone?
Yeah.
Come on,
Nah,
man.
because I don't want to drive all the way up there by myself. And for the most part, like my buddies aren't as into paintball as I am.
Got it.
They
So
go
wait,
with me. I have a crew, but they aren't really as willing to like go above and beyond for paintballing like that.
do they have their own gear?
Yeah,
So wait.
they're more
How,
experienced.
how is it that they have their own gear and they're not like willing to try new fields and things like that?
Well, they want to try new fields, but 2 hours long, that's kind of outside of what they're willing to do or travel to go and play. Because it's fun going to the field, but the drive back, it's just you're exhausted, you're tired, you can't wait to get home. Think about it, 2 hours there is fine, but coming back, the tunes you were playing on your way there, they don't hit the same.
I've driven. I guess the furthest I've driven is 3 hours to go. No, actually five,
Dude,
4 or 5 hours. And yes, driving back, your what is it, 5 hour energies? You're like, come on, I can make it back, and you're finding anything that you can talk about. But yeah, I mean, it's a difference. But just trying to get out there and I'm trying to find some new fields and things like that. I love my home field, but I want to try some new stuff too. So,
yeah.
what kind of got you into paintball, and what made you become a magfed paintballer?
Initially when I played paintball, it was from an invitation from one of my coworkers, and these were like older guys who played paintball since they were young, and they decided to invite me one time. Before then I had no like experience in paintball, and after I played for that first time, like I kind of fell in love, but it was with a hopper fed marker.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, I want to, I don't like the hopper on top. It's obstructing my vision. What can I do? So I looked online, figured out what kind of marker I wanted, got me a Project Solvo. Are you familiar with that?
I have one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you do. That was my first marker. And then I got all the like upgrades you could do for it.
Yeah.
And then eventually I just kind of upgraded to like a 468, which is like an AR kind of platform marker. I got your Tipex, I got the Walter PPQ, and now I'm with the EMF 100. Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't suggest getting it only because it's not effective, because the rounds have to hit something hard. So if you're not hitting headshots, it's not likely that the paintball is gonna break. The shell's too hard.
And they're 50 cal shells, right?
43.
43.
Yeah, and they go left and right, so it's not as accurate as I would like it to be, and I hardly ever use it. I would just go with the FSC or the Tipex if that's what you're comfortable with.
But the Tipex is kind of huge compared to the FSC.
Yeah.
So for the people that are out there that don't really play magfed paintball, those are both pistols, and
Yes.
the Tip X kind of looks like a RoboCop gun.
Yeah, arcade gun.
Yeah, it's huge. So, all right, so you have an EMF 100. Have you played games with first strikes, and what's your favorite part about your EMF 100?
I have not used first strikes yet. My
At
field
all?
doesn't allow them. Yeah, my
Have
field
you
doesn't
even
allow them.
have you at least tested it?
Nah, man. It's like you haven't at least found one on the ground and then shot it at somebody. No, I haven't. I haven't. I would like to, but at the same time, like I'm so used to using round ball that I can kind of figure out where my round is gonna go. I just have to get up close to people. But what I like about my EMF 100 so much the most is the consistency. And where I was having issues with my other marker, the 468
Yeah.
PTR, the mags were jamming. It was loud. Like these are big things for me, especially whenever I like to run up close to get to the 50. I like to keep a low profile. So
Yeah.
like this for being quiet and being reliable really helps me achieve those goals instead of, oh no, my mag's not working and somebody's shooting 5 balls like right at me. Like
Yeah.
I can't do anything. So
So you're a magfed player. When you go up against a speedballer,
mhm.
what are your thoughts? Is it do you go in thinking, you know what? I'm faster. I can move. I'm better. I can take 2 shots where you're taking 30. What's your mindset when you're going up against a speedballer?
Oh man, like going up against speedballers is my preferred opponent. Because
Okay, tell me why. Tell me why.
they provide I feel like more of a challenge because
Uh-huh.
you do have a lot of rounds, a higher rate of fire, and a lot of the times these guys are already sliding, crawling. They're already doing all of the maneuvers that I'm used to doing. So like they're keeping me on my toes. But whenever I go up against someone who has an electronic like hopper fed gun, I don't see it any different than going up against anybody else. I just see them as another obstacle. But where I guess can kind of get an advantage would be before the game. As you're walking to your sides of the field, like you observe the field, you figure out what's a good advantage point. Like, where do you see yourself working towards? And then once I get there, and hopefully they don't know that I've reached, my bunker, and I only leave probably like 3 or 4 inches while I'm like, snapping out of my spots to shoot somebody. So as long as I know somebody's right there, all I have to do is just peek out a little bit and then, take them out, trade fires with them. But yeah, I'm real sneaky.
Listen, I gotta say, I need you to edit some of your stuff because I want to see it. I
Yeah.
want to see it. So what are some of the things? Because I know that you've edited your content. You've posted a lot of your content on like Instagram. Have you put it on YouTube too?
No, not yet. Not yet.
So talk to us about why you're not putting out any content, like video content right now.
Yeah. Well, one is because every time I record, I don't feel like I perform in the same manner as I would without the camera. I feel like it's the pressure of having to perform well in a game versus without the camera. I feel like I do better without it. So all the games where I've gotten the eliminations, did the rushes, are all haven't been recorded. So it's just being used to having that pressure and performing well.
There's no pressure. Yeah. Mark all your kills.
Yeah.
Get killed and be okay with it.
I do. Also, I have a mount for your camera where it hooks. It's like an angler. You know what an anglerfish is, right?
Yep.
It's like a hook. Yeah, it hooks onto like that piece you attach your camera to, and the camera, you can hang it upside down on your mast. So instead of it,
kind of like Nightmare, the way he has his camera like sitting like right in his lens.
Yeah. Let me grab my camera, my goggles. They're like right here.
Grab it.
Yeah, it's like this. Like the camera hangs right here.
So I mean, you're already set up.
Yeah, I am. And I have a scope. I have a scope cam too, so I can record my kill shots as
So
well.
wait, you have all the toys,
Yeah.
and you're not using them. Let me give you. I'm gonna
No.
show you this real quick, right?
Okay.
Follow along. Can you see that? Yes? No? Maybe so?
Kind of. It's kind of blurry. It's kind of blurry, but it says magfed meetup here.
Yeah, but if you notice that shot right there, I'll send it over to you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But hold on, here it comes. This is the worst one that I have seen. I'm sorry I can't make it any clearer. It sucks that it can't be any clearer because the shot that he sent out right there,
Yeah.
it was horrible. And this is why I don't mind filming. Because that day, I felt like I performed horribly. Like I got up to the 50. I think I died at least 7 times. And I was shot in the balls. But I have a cup.
Oh.
Listen, I wear a cup. So I didn't even know it was that bad. And he was shooting a T-15 on full auto.
Oh,
So
what?
when he sent me the video, I was like, so that's what that was. Because, you jump and you're like, okay, I'll be right back. Give me a minute. But like in filming and going with it, I know that there's some days that I die a whole bunch of times, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to put that in the video too. Yep. I performed horribly, but you're going to see both ends.
Yeah.
Are you going to get back into making some of your content? You have the scope cam, you have the helmet cam.
Yeah, I will, but I feel like I want to get the new 4K scope cam.
Yeah.
Because the one that I have, it's still grainy.
Yeah.
And I do want to get a more stable GoPro, because the one that I have doesn't have the best stabilization. It's like super shaky.
Yeah.
So I still want to upgrade that stuff. But once I have that done, I just gotta get the editing tools or whatever onto my laptop and then work something out.
All right. So here's my next question: if you had a wish for paintball, like there is one wish that you would make for paintball, what would that wish of yours be? Not just for you, but for the entire sport itself.
I would say specifically one, because this is a magfed channel for the most part. I would say have fields and then game modes that are more catered to magfed style games.
What does that look like?
Like Call of Duty, or you can even say you can even put airsoft in there, like airsoft, except without the BBs, something a little more urban, tactical, not necessarily too slow paced. Because for me, I like to use like hybrid type of strategies, like a little bit of speedball with the magfed, like moving fast and getting up to the 50 and snap shooting and stuff like that. But mainly, I want like a field that has like diverse settings and environment, something
not just
that
bunkers, but like buildings that you can cross from it and jumping through that like that.
Yeah, something that makes a player feel like they can be immersed in the experience and not just let it be like a day at the park. Let it be a memory, something like that.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. There was I talked to a guy. And he was like, what I would love? He was like, if you created like a kill house, but instead of having wood panels, you actually put up thick cardboard that we could shoot through. He said, because when somebody's on the other side of that wall, make it fun and somewhat realistic. He said, because these walls right here, paintballs, if you're doing Call of Duty style, you should be able to shoot through the wall. And I was like, you know what? That's a fantastic idea. Having walls that you could shoot through, like when you get into like a kill house, that'd be pretty freaking awesome.
You're gonna be replacing those walls like every game, bro. Every game.
Well, I do know that there's a guy. I can't remember his name right now, but he's working on like building up like a serious tournament that's kind of like. Have you ever played Rainbow Siege?
No, but I've seen gameplay footage of it.
So it's like it's like Battle Royale, but on a 4-man team. So a 4-man team goes up against other 4-man teams. He's trying to get it to where everyone would have a scope cam and a helmet cam, and then the actual field itself would have individual cameras. And the way that he wants it set up is that, you know, as if you're a spectator, you're able to select where you want to be and who you want to follow. Kind of like,
oh, that's sick.
Like in the actual gameplay on video games, so you can pick who you want to follow and kind of go with the entire team. But I was like, man, that's a boatload of money that you're about to spend on putting something together.
Yeah,
like this.
it is. Yeah, it is. But I think you know, adding like the technology to paintball or to magfed, you know, will improve the experience, man. Just like creating different types of objectives, like, you know, your capture the flags or your king of the hills, and something just kind of like diversify it and change it from just team deathmatch every time.
Yeah.
You know, something different.
Oh.
But it costs a lot of money. You need the land, you need the materials, you need the technology. I'm like, that's a lot of money. And then you need to also figure out what's the interest level, like how many people are actually interested in investing in this creation that you envisioned, you know. So
that's my next question. How do you get people interested in watching magfed paintball? Like, in your opinion, how do you get people, and sky's the limit, money's not an issue, land's not an issue, we already have everything set up. How do you get them interested and like, oh my God, I want to watch it?
For me, I would say what I already do, since like I've been obsessed with paintball ever since I started playing. Whoever I run into, you know, I just, you know, ask them, you know, have they ever been paintballing? And then from there, from my excitement of all the stories that I can tell them, will just kind of like stimulate that interest in them naturally. And then from there, I can, you know, guide them and, you know, show them the way. I've talked to strangers, coworkers, family members. I try to recruit everybody into playing some paintball. So
that's awesome, man. Well, that concludes my questions. You have been an awesome guest out here in California, San Diego, California, where I'm assuming it's always sunny and the weather is always perfect.
It's warm. I prefer the winters though, man. Yeah.
How cold does it get in the winter for you guys?
Probably like somewhere around like 60 to 50.
Okay, I could deal with that winter. Here in Virginia, it gets down to like 10.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's like, okay.
You can't even. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. Nah, it's still nice out here. Yeah.
Well,
but I appreciate you having me on here, man. Yeah.
So, once again, thank you for coming out.